Namaste to all you cosmic souls and a very, very happy new moon to you. Very happy Amavasya to you. Today's energies have been a little stable but on at the same time. I've just been observing myself today and observing the people around me, observing the different scenarios, the energy that's coming in, the energy that's going out, how it is flowing. Is it flowing? Is it feeling very stagnant? Am I feeling triggered by the surrounding energies, or am I able to compose myself? So what I realized is that this new moon is bringing a lot of analytical self-awareness thoughts, like thoughts directed towards your own self-awareness, and they are pushing you to answer questions about yourself that you may have not even thought about. So let's get into our new moon reading today, and let's see what the cards have in store for you. The 10 of Cups. Are you thinking about marriage? Are you thinking about family? Are you thinking about coming together and creating this beautiful, loving world of pure vibrational consciousness, of pure unconditional love? Do you think there is a possibility of unconditional love in this world on earth, unless you're maybe Buddha or Krishna or Jesus? Maybe for the twin flames. So I was about to do this reading, and in my head I was just practicing Namaste to all you cosmic souls. Welcome to this new moon reading, right? And I'm like, welcome to this twin flame reading. Like, that's the thought that went through my head, and I have a feeling that maybe there will be some deep connective bonds of energy that are coming through also, because what are the chances? There are a lot of things that are popping into my head, and I'm just centering so we can understand what this reading has to say for us today. Choices, strength, finding an internal balance within yourself. You know where you stand, you know the choices that you have to make. You just have to allow it. You just have to allow it to ground itself before you take that whole leap. The Ace of Pentacles has actually been coming up for a lot of people as well in personal readings. So I feel like it's more of a theme. It's like a path has been opening up for you, right? Like a dream that you've had. So this is the Ace of Pentacles that we have. And it's like, so it's been an idea of abundance. You've been wanting to create some sort of abundance in your life, and there's an opportunity that was coming towards you, but it was still in 5D. It was still forming into the energy space, coming into the energy space, and the door finally opened. And as you walk through this door, you'll find yourself in like a new dimension. It's like, when I say new dimension, I don't mean literally a new dimension. I mean, that would be great. Yeah, wow, beautiful. Like a whole paradigm shift, and you're moving into an entire new reality. Anyway, so new reality is what it kind of is. It's like you're walking into a new life for yourself. You've created new opportunities and new chances for yourself that are currently being grounded, so that you can take your steps and move towards that path into an entirely new reality that you are currently creating for your own self. The room air freshener is so strong. So unnecessary information, but I carry like an air freshener wherever I travel, because you never know um, how it's going to be around you, how it's going to smell. Plus, when you have a roommate, you have different settings. So I just think that a nice fragrance kind of keeps like a good flow within the energies, even of the people around who are staying together. Your intuitive powers are currently very heightened. Your vulnerability is calling to you to come front and center so that you're able to use your vulnerability in your endeavors that are currently coming forth. There's definitely a union. There's some very beautifully strong energies and a lot of material success this new moon is bringing. I can see that there's not, even if things are just going in a straight line, it doesn't feel stagnant. You're actually in a very good space just by being there. You're kind of enjoying that space of balance. And your intuition is heightened. You're able to enjoy the peaceful nature of your inner child, bring out your intuition, allow your sixth sense, any psychic abilities that have been forming, you are able to allow them to come forth and use them in conversation and to connect with people. Your strength and vulnerability play a very, very big role in this current point of time. You need to allow yourself to be strong in your vulnerability. And when I say that, I don't mean you have to try to be strong. I mean that you have to accept. You don't have to, it's a choice. This is just my advice. Do it when and if you feel like it. You're being asked to accept that vulnerability is your strength, and being vulnerable is kind of allowing your heart to open up to the abundant opportunities of love and abundance and prosperity that lie ahead of you. It's there. It's just there. You need to allow it. You need to walk towards it. You need to feel it, sense it, smell it, and eventually you'll begin to see it as well. Feel it in your entire body. We have the star card next. So you're cleansing your entire body of any of the energies that do not serve you anymore. There's 1 foot down on the ground and there's 1 foot into the water. You're creating a balance between earth and water. You're grounding your emotions. You're grounding the flow. Now, if we see there are 5 pathways, so it's like that one main thought is getting organized into 5 different thoughts. And it's like you're going into each one separately so that you can understand each one on a new, different, and deeper level. So that when you create that understanding, you're able to dive a little more deeper into that. You're spreading your knowledge into different places. You're spreading the information you have. You're teaching different kinds of people. And the work you're doing currently is reaching a lot of people around you right now. And it's helping them regardless of, you don't even know how much it's actually helping the other people. You're just doing the work as it needs to be done. But when you realize how much you are doing to help the people around you and how much it is going outward, this is really something to, just ponder over and really reflect upon, because articulating that work, your words, the way you speak, the way things come towards you and the way you express it, and understanding who it exactly reaches, may actually really benefit you. For a second, I thought I was talking to myself. I am talking to you guys, but it resonated with me also. Like, who are you? Who am I talking to right now? If you are watching this, put it down in the comments. If it's the first time you're watching this, maybe tell me your name. Tell me what you think about it. Tell me how you came across this video, and if you've been watching my readings for some time, um, tell me anything you like. Tell me something about yourself, even. That's fine too. I just want to know about you. I want to know who I am talking to, even if it's just one person. I want to know. We have the Four of Wands next. And I do see that, I want to say union. I want to say you're bringing together some kind of celebration. But I kind of feel like the celebration is sort of a celebration of a huge event, maybe a family or a community event where you're celebrating something really beautiful and big. And it's not just two people walking down the aisle. As you can kind of maybe see, you can see that it begins with the pentacles coming up and forth. So that opportunity of abundance and material success is definitely on the cards. And you just have a choice to make. And there will be one particular choice that like really, really lights up to you. And you will know that that is the one that you have to choose. Okay, and then we transition from that stabilized balance that you're feeling, your intuitiveness really growing. You're kind of accepting that internal intuitive powers that you have. When I say powers, I just means that you're more sensitive to whatever comes towards you, and you're allowing that kind of energy to come and grow within you. Next is to accept that vulnerability is a part of the strength that you have within you, and it is something that you should really accept because it is helping you in every decision that you take. Prepare for some kind of a community gathering, a community celebration that is definitely going to kind of bring out some kind of a bang. It's like a new project is being celebrated. It's like this new opportunity is coming out into the open, and you're kind of refreshing yourself and getting ready for it with these opportunities, creating new and different paths for it. It's really beautiful to just see that. Now, since the term twin flame popped into my head, I'm going to read through the energies of the divine masculine and divine feminine. Remember that when I say he or she, I'm referring to the feminine or masculine energy. It does not necessarily mean that you are man or you are woman. It's just the energy that I am referring to. And we all have a balance of masculine and feminine energy within us already, right? So you may resonate to parts of the masculine energy as well as the feminine energy, although one is usually stronger than the other in each of us. To reach that internal balance of stability between masculine and feminine, it's like talking about your nadis, right? Ida on the left, your moon, Pingala on the right, the sun, and then the Sushumna, you're balancing the sun and the moon, coming to the center. Just imagine that state. It takes a lot of effort to get there. So it's always okay to have a little bit of imbalance, because that imbalance is your own balance. Okay, now we shall get into the energies of the divine feminine and the divine masculine. So for the divine feminines, we are using the deck, the Light Seers Tarot deck. And for the divine masculines, we are using the Rider-Waite deck, but this is the radiant version. I haven't used a lot of this in my channel, but I've recently been connecting with this a lot. So It's been on my channel for maybe a few couple months is all. I just realized it's been 11 years since I started doing this, and I'm finally um, I wanted to say something, but there's something stopping me from it. So maybe when you need to know, it will come. So I'm just going to be picking out the cards and just directly reading them to you. So if you'd like to stay for the card picking, you can. Otherwise, you can just follow the timestamp and directly move to the reading. What are you contemplating about, Divine Masculines? What are you thinking about? Where is your mind? Okay. Oh my god, there's so much. Okay, just looking at the cards, So we can already see how the Divine Feminines have a lot of the pink, the yellow, and the blue. There are a lot of emotions coming up. There are a lot of different kinds of emotions coming up. And for the Divine Masculine, it's a more stable, something but nothing kind of energy that's going on already. So Divine Feminines, whoever you are, or if you're listening for a Divine Feminine energy in particular, I can see this like this meditative, contemplative energy that's coming about. You're maybe focusing on one thing mainly, be in some form of meditation, something that gives you kind of like a mental peace, mental stability, and some kind of awakening that's going on. It's like you're climbing up the ladder and moving towards that source energy, or leading. There's something that's leading you towards that. You're thinking about what the action steps are, how you can strategize to move towards that space. The energy of the sun is so bright within you. It's like if you laugh, you light up the entire room. If you cry, everybody's gonna be sad. So your energy is, that's what I'm trying to say, that your energy is so expanded right now that anything that you feel will trickle throughout your surroundings. So just maybe be aware of your thoughts and go to a sacred space, a space where you're just by yourself, where you can heal and you can release anything that you have been feeling, and anything that's been feeling kind of tight and kind of wound up within you that you need to take properly and make a good release out of that. So that's something that you definitely need to pay attention to. There is a lot of light, there's a lot of shadow, and you're feeling it all. You're feeling both of it all at once. It's just coming and coming and coming in, and you're feeling it, and you're like, yes, I am in balance. I am the light, I am the dark, I am finding my center. So it's the card, it's literally the card. We have the light, we have the dark, and you have the center. And that too, you're balancing in your Vrikshasana, your tree pose on one leg. So it's an internal balance within you. I see the number 10, if that resonates with anyone, 10, or the number 1. I also feel like it's not an entirely total balance. It's like you're able to balance, you're able to be grounded even though something feels a little uneven. Like, suppose it's a flat ground and there's like a random rock here, and there's a lot of unevenness. You're able to stay grounded even in that unevenness. So you've grown into that space, like everything that's been happening, why the tears in my eyes, but everything that's been happening all this time, divine feminines have um, helped you come into this path where you're able to stay grounded no matter what comes towards you, no matter what is thrown at you. You're able to say, I can breathe. I am breathing. And that's it. That's all that it is. It's like a subtle calmness that the divine feminines currently embody, and we could see that in the colors too, right? As for the divine masculines, thought, no thought. Thought, no thought. The divine masculines, you guys have gotten a hold of your vulnerability, and that's kind of becoming such a strong aspect of you. You're able to look at your emotions and say, Hi, I love you. You're able to take your emotions in and deep and feel it. But at the same time, you're feeling it. There's something and there's nothing. It's just there. It is what it is. And that's the energy I'm totally getting, because everything's so gray. Yes, of course, there's a bit of color, but everything is gray. So it's just somewhere in between. It's all happening. Nothing's happening. I'm going with whatever comes my way. And that is literally the divine masculine energy right now. And of course, I'll go a little bit deeper into, there are some fears that are coming in, especially. It's like you're kind of drained out in that fear. You're not able to allow the emotions to flow, or you're tired of the emotions flowing, because maybe that it's like that was a part of what was happening, but now you're in such a grounded space that you're looking at that same emotion with love. And there was a lot of power, like, this is how it needs to be done. I am the king, I am the controller. And suddenly that shifted into vulnerability. I feel like a strong sense of the feminine energy is flowing into the masculines, but at the same time, when the masculines having a hold of this feminine energy, they use it so differently. I mean, in these cards currently is what I'm seeing. The same feminine energy is being expressed so differently. It's beautiful to see. I'm intrigued. I'm curious to know if any of you are feeling like this. A few words on the emotions you're feeling, how exactly you're feeling, would be very, very, very nice to read about. Not only for me, I'm sure the others would also love it. You want a balance, you want justice, you want things to be done the way they need to be done. Here and there, things can go off balance. That's fine. You'll be okay with it. But you still are looking for that. Just everyone, just be in peace. Don't make a fuss out of nothing. It's unnecessary. That's the divine masculines. Divine feminines are all color right now. They're like happy, and everyone is happy. Sad, everyone is sad. And there's energy flying out everywhere. I can't help but emphasize on the contrast I am seeing today. Oh, okay. Am I being too expressive? I don't know. So let's see the union energy between the masculines and the feminines. This growth and balance. So there's growth, you have the pentacle, you have the roots growing. It's like those small little seeds, the opportunity that you opened up for yourself is starting to grow into something. It's starting to sprout, it's starting to show itself, it's starting to say, I am here and I am present. And then there's a balance. Again, it's something like the star. If you remember the star card we got in during the general update of the new moon, there's 1 foot on the water, 1 foot on the grass. Here it's on the rock and one is in water. Balance. And then we have emotions. It's kind of like balancing your emotions, observing your emotions and seeing where they lie. So the entire union currently is based on your own individual growth, and that's all you have to focus on. So your own individual growth can bring union in any sort of sense. I always say union with yourself, but I've suddenly felt so strongly that there might be a strongly significant other soul there for you to connect with. So maybe a twin flame reading is due, huh? It's been a while. Anyway, if you're still here with me, it's been almost 30 minutes, 25 minutes. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for sharing your energy with me today. Thank you so much for being present here with me today. I do take on personal readings. You can find them all on my website, marakihealers.com. Do like this video and subscribe to my channel. It's a form of sharing your energy with me so I can pick up on it as well. Thank you so much once again for being here today. Namaste.